morning and welcome back to my channel. I'm naturally Ray, or you can just call me Ray. Now, if you know you watch my videos back to back and have not subscribed, why not? Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload future vlogs and videos where I talk about health, fitness and lifestyle. So in today's video, I'll be giving you 10 reasons why you may not be losing weight, why you may be in a plateau. Now listen, I have made all of these mistakes on my fitness weight loss journey. A couple of these mistakes may surprise you, so make sure you stay tuned. But the thing with weight loss and this fitness journey and health journey, even though it may not be easy, it should not be complicated. So the first mistake you may be making, and y'all, I am coming in really hot. This is something y'all may not want to hear, but you are giving yourselves too much grace. I know a lot of people, whether it's a fitness journey, weight loss journey, whatever journey they're on, people love to say give yourself grace, give yourself time. But this is the hard truth: you are making too many excuses, and that is why you are not seeing the results, whether it comes to what you are eating or your fitness, your exercise, your workout programs. You're making too many excuses, and that's why you're not getting the results that you want. Now listen, like I said, I've made so many of these mistakes before, but the hard truth is, if you do not eat healthier or start exercising and getting into a proper weight loss program, you really are not going to see the results. You are not going to achieve your goals. You really have to tell yourself to get out of your comfort zone in order to be successful. And yes, I understand it is important to give yourself some level of grace, to listen to your body. But if you really want to get results, you have to stop making excuses and get on track with proper routines and systems in order to be consistent, be disciplined to see the results. The second mistake that you may be making comes to being real, and that is you may not be setting realistic goals or sustainable goals or achievable goals. Now, you would have known that I started putting on all this weight in 2020, and I think I put on about 50 pounds for the entire year. And while the end of the year came, I felt as though all of the weight snuck up on me, but it did not sneak up on me. I slowly started putting on the pounds, and I just did not realize. But when it was time to lose the weight, I just told myself, you know what, in about 2 months, maybe like 8 weeks, I'm gonna lose all this weight, and it did not happen. I honestly tried to do so many, I guess, quick fixes, and it was not sustainable. I quickly put back on the weight. Actually, I didn't even lose all of the weight. If I maybe lost 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 50 pounds within a short space of time, I put it right back on because it really wasn't sustainable. I was not setting a realistic I guess time frame to lose weight. It may be different for everyone. For me and my body type, losing maybe 1 to 2 pounds a week is what I know will work best for me, for it to be sustainable, for it to be healthy and to achieve my goals. So when you're on this journey, try your best not to have quick fixes, because more than likely you may put on the weight and put on even more, which is what actually happened to me as well. That would bring me into my third point, and that is avoid restrictive eating. That is only going to lead to binge eating. Y'all, there were so many times in the past where I would try my best to be in a calorie deficit, but when I mean a calorie deficit, like really low daily calories, it was more like I'm starving myself throughout the day, and then in the evening I would just be ravenous and eat every single thing in sight. It was ridiculous. Now here's the thing, right? There were times where I just decided, you know what, maybe I just don't have enough self-control, and that is why it's not working. And the next day I will try it again, starve myself throughout the day, and then in the night I'm ravenous again, eating everything, all the cookies, all the biscuits, every single thing I would eat. Now what I decided to do is, okay, let me be restrictive, but in the nighttime just eat something healthy. It still did not work because it was not sustainable, it was not healthy. Please do not starve yourself. I mean, if it is that you're doing a fast, like just a normal intermittent fasting, that's fine, because you're getting into the groove of, you know, changing the times you're eating, changing what you're eating. But whatever you do, do it in a healthy fashion. If you be restrictive, at least too restrictive, it is not going to be sustainable, and you will put back on all the weight. You may not even see the results you want to see, and even if you do, it's not going to last for a very long time, and you will put back on all of your weight. And another thing that happened when I was so restrictive is that it messed up my metabolism. And of course, if my metabolism is that low, I would not be able to effectively lose all of the belly fat, all of my weight, and see the results. So again, do not be restrictive, because it's only going to lead you to overeat and you would not get the results you want. Now, while binge eating is very problematic on its own, another mistake that I made was just overeating. So my portion sizes were huge. So that is the next mistake. Make sure you have proper portion control. Now, here's the thing. When I first started my, I guess, health journey, I would say, okay, these are the healthy foods. If you all have been following me, or you'll follow me on Instagram, I used to come on and show what I have for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, for snack, and I will be eating a whole set of almonds, like about 50 almonds, 50, or maybe have my smoothies, because every couple of days I will have these big mason jars, like 20-ounce mason jars of smoothies. I will put mango, pineapple, orange, passion fruit, and just pack everything in this 20-ounce. And sometimes I'm having that every other day. Now, nothing is wrong with almonds, nothing is wrong with smoothies, but the amount of sugar in that 20-ounce smoothie that I'll be having or drinking every other day, or the almonds are really good. It's nutrient dense, but it's also calorie dense. For my height and my weight, I'm supposed to be eating maybe 15, not 50. So I also had to just look at every single thing that I ate and I drank, and make sure that they were in proper portion sizes. And this is something that I just had to get accustomed to. Like I mentioned in some of my previous videos, I had a lot of meal plans that were customized for me, so I didn't have to worry about my fats and proteins and carbs and how much I had to eat. But I got accustomed with my portion sizes. So when I go out with my friends and family, when we have events and we celebrate, for example, we just celebrated Thanksgiving last week, and yes, we're Trinis, but it is a tradition that my dad started with my family when I was like really small, and it's something that I just thought was so unique, because not a lot of people in Trinidad, or at least back in the day when I was younger, we were maybe one of the very few people that celebrated Thanksgiving. And sometimes I look forward to it, even sometimes more than Christmas, even though I love Christmas. But still, so we celebrated Thanksgiving. I made my world famous lasagna. So we had our rice, we had lasagna, we had corn pie, we had peas, obviously we had turkey, ham, potato salad, chicken, lamb, salad. There were so many things that we had, but I told myself, Rianne, have proper portion control. We had different types of cakes, we had sweetbread, we had ice cream. All of that I was able to enjoy. I didn't feel like too stuffed or too full. I think maybe when it came to the dessert, I kind of went a little over the top. But compared to years before, I really did not overdo it, and that's something that I really try to adopt when it comes to my portion. Sometimes you may not know how much calories is in a particular meal or a particular dish, but have small portions of it and more than likely you'll be fine. Now, as I just mentioned calories, this fifth mistake is something that I see so many people making, and I've also made this mistake. Thankfully, I was able to course correct, so I don't make this mistake much anymore. But it's about counting calories. Now, you already know I do not count calories. I really try to adopt the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time I eat nutritious whole foods, 20% of the time it may be more highly processed. Sometimes it just happens. I can't live that perfect life where you don't eat anything that's highly processed. It may happen sometimes, but what I also realize, and a lot of people are even unaware, a calorie is really not a calorie. For example, 200 calories of broccoli is not the same as 200 calories of, I guess, Oreos or cookies, because yes, some of it you use as fuel when you eat, some of it gets absorbed, some of it does not get absorbed, if you know what I mean. Especially because broccoli has fiber in it. But the point is, when you look at the outside of a package and they say, okay, this has 300 calories or this has 200 calories or even this has 50 calories, a lot of persons, they forget to turn the package around and look at the ingredients. They may have a lot of, I guess, seed oils and artificial sweeteners and natural flavorings, and all these things are really not good for you. And again, like I said, it's not that I would never eat a biscuit, I never eat a cookie, never have ice cream, never have I guess junk food, but like I say, 80% of the time I really try my best to stay away from those things. But I also want you to know not just to look at what somebody puts on the outside package, because the reality is the calories that these people put on packages are poorly regulated and they are legally allowed to have it a little off. So you're thinking, oh, I'm eating something healthy, it's only 50 calories, but it's not even good for you, it's not even healthy for you. So that is just something to make note of. What I would suggest is maybe take time to write a list of maybe 10 things or maybe even 20 things that you really should look out for that should not be on the ingredient list. Like I mentioned, you know, seed oils and artificial flavorings, artificial sweeteners, natural flavorings. There's so many things that you could look out for, and by the time you educate yourself, do a little research, it's easy for you to pinpoint those ingredients and you will know whether or not it's a snack you want to eat or even a meal that you shouldn't be eating. Now, of course, I can't talk about my weight loss journey without talking about exercise. Like you all know, I am a petite, I'm 4 feet 11, and I'm only saying this for reference again, because when it comes to persons who are petite like me, specific exercises and certain exercises we really should not be focusing a lot, and that is cardio. I focus so much on cardio at the beginning of my journey and I really was not getting the results that I wanted. Particularly, I wanted body recomposition where you lose body fat and gain muscle in the same time period. I did a whole video on body recomposition. I would link it above. I think that was last week's video. I did that, so you all can look at it. So if it is that you're looking to lose that belly fat and gain muscle, you definitely want to watch that video. I will link it up above and I'll put it in the description box below. But yes, I had to try and prioritize more strength training, resistance training, so that I can lose that fat, gain the muscles, and I'm finally beginning to see my results. I would have shown you all results on my full body composition smart scale. I'm happy to report that I'm officially out of my 160s. In last week's video, I showed you all that yes, I gained so much weight. Unfortunately, this year I literally was the heaviest that I've been in the last 3 years. So even the weight that I was at 2020, I gained a little more in 2021, lost it all, put back on some in 2022, lost some in 2023, and I was my heaviest this year. I cannot believe it. But I'm so happy that I started seeing the results, which I talked about in that video, but I'm getting better and better. Maybe in a week or two, I will give you all the results on my smart scale because it gets a little extra readings. So I will give you all the results. Let me know below if you want to see those results or maybe wait until next year to see it. Another mistake you may be making on your weight loss journey is that you're not getting enough sleep. Well, actually, you're not getting good quality sleep, deep sleep, REM sleep. Now here's the thing, I only found out about how important good quality sleep was for fat loss and for you to lose weight. So that's when I started prioritizing sleeping at least. Now some people do say, at least in the past, you're supposed to sleep 8 hours a night. Now research has come out that it may not even be 8 hours. They said it could actually be a little less. But I'm just saying, the more good quality sleep you can get, the better for you, because when you sleep, you have rest, you have recovery, you have healing, and you can lose a little bit of belly fat. So why not get some good quality sleep? Your body will thank you later. Another mistake you may be making is that you're not controlling your stress levels. When your stress level increases, your cortisol level increases, and you're unable to effectively and efficiently lose your belly fat and lose weight. Now the thing is, I don't know if you may have stress, I guess, in your personal relationships, in your family, at your workplace, whatever is stressing you out, you need to get rid of it. Now, of course, you can't get rid of your family or get rid of, well, I was going to say you could find another job, because you definitely could find another job. But what I'm saying is, whatever circumstances you are in, try your best to decrease your stress levels so that you can maybe start losing weight, come out of a plateau, and get results that you want. Now, mistake number 9 is actually something I should have mentioned earlier, but you need to have a mindset change and a mindset shift when it comes to your weight loss. A lot of times, sometimes we think, yes, I'm motivated, I can do this, I'm gonna be consistent, I'm gonna be disciplined. But if we don't have a change in our mindset, we're gonna fail, and we might fail miserably. Because like I mentioned before, this is not easy. You may have to get out of your comfort zone. Again, it should not be complicated, but you really have to try and get into this mindset as to why you were doing this, which actually will take me into my 10th mistakes. I want you to have a strong why. Okay, what do I mean? For me, yes, I wanted to get healthier so that I can get back to my previous weight, because I never grew up being overweight. I really just started putting on all this weight in 2020, and I just could not fit into my clothes. But other things started happening to my body that I noticed that I did not like, certain aches, certain pains, and I was like, you know what? Yes, I want to lose weight, but I want to be healthy. So your why may be purely aesthetic. You just want to look good. Your why may be, you know what, I am on all of these medications for high blood pressure, diabetes. I have all of these symptoms and signs and things happening with my body. I just want to be healthy for my family, for my husband, for my children, for my future grandchildren. Whatever your why is, have a strong why, because that is what will help you stay motivated, stay consistent, and stay disciplined. If you don't have a strong why, after a couple of days, after a couple of weeks, you're just gonna fall off, and then, you know, like I said, everything comes back to getting the results that you want. So maybe let me know in the comments, what are some of your whys, why it is you're on this weight loss journey, what motivates you, what helps you to stay a little more disciplined, what helps you stay consistent, and if there are any other tips or advice you want to give in the comments to help out others, leave it in the comments below. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you like these type of videos, and of course make sure that you subscribe, and as always, try your best to become the healthiest version of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.